right, my people, it's your boy Sammy the Talker, and I welcome you to another segment of Let's Talk with Sammy the Talker. And on this segment, I'm not going to be alone. I am here with Genevieve Desmond, aka Motivated States. Bro, how you doing?
Yes, I'm doing good. By God's grace, I'm fine. I'm good.
All right. Topic. Where did this generation miss it? I would like you to know, or I believe you know, that the young people of this generation, they are not going. The path they are treading is not the right one. Can we say? Can we now say that the devil is winning?
We can't say that the devil is winning, my brother, because at one point we are used to this statement: "Where is darkness at the sight of light?" A songwriter says it evaporates at the glimpse of light. Meaning, we cannot say the devil is winning. All we are seeing now are signs, symptoms, uh, possibilities that the devil will win. But the truth and the reality that stands before us right now is that the devil cannot win. You understand? He was a part of the heavenly host. So he has all the right, he has all the powers. God did not withdraw the power from him. So he has a lot of strategies to make sure and make it feel like he's winning because he's majorly the spirit and the personality against God. He's the entity against God and light. So it is very possible for us to say that there are signs that the devil is winning, but he cannot win. And in reality, he is not winning. These are just signs here.
If I should put it to you, in from your perspective, where do you think we miss it? What has gone wrong?
Okay, we can all trace everything back to spirituality. Sometimes when I talk, some people say I'm being too spiritual. But this life we are in presently is more spiritual than we think. I was actually discussing with somebody yesterday, and what she told me was that she does not like celebrating her birthdays on December 15th because that was the day she lost her aunt. 7 years for over. Keeps losing everybody every December. Do you understand? This is a pattern, and this is a I don't know. This is something that is reoccurring. It is a pattern. It is a style for over the years now. So do we not say that it is a physical thing for something like that to happen? No, spiritual than we think. Life is more spiritual than we think.
Sorry to cut you.
And
So you're saying, okay, what if there's a sickness in the family? We cannot just say it's spirituality. Oh, there's a spiritual pattern. What if there's a sickness that they have not detected in the family, and not until they seek medical advice, they cannot get to
okay,
this
for
particular
particular
situation?
situation I'm talking about, one will actually die of a sickness, the other one will die from a motor accident. That was one last one she told me that she lost her aunt on her own birthday. When she was coming back, returning from youth service, that was when their vehicle was crushed by a trailer. You understand? So we can now then say that life is more spiritual because the spiritual actually controls the physical.
Okay. There's something that recently happened. I believe you must have seen it. Pella, you know Pella, right?
Yes, I
He's
do.
a very he's very young content creator that's doing very well. God has blessed him. He got accident. He wants to kill himself. A lot of persons are saying, "Oh, woman, woman, woman." You think that okay, it's part of his content, and at the end of the day, the relationship thing or him having accident is part of, or we can say spirituality, or we can say because he's young, the guardians is exposed to so much wealth so early that the guardians is not there.
Sure, for real, we can conclude with what you are saying. There's a higher possibility of what you are saying to be true because we will not really say that he's going the wrong way, but then wealth and influence without proper leadership and without proper guidance from either parents or spiritual father or a mentor or somebody will actually lead somebody in disarray. Like it will take you to the wrong path. You get. So I want you to throw more light because I'm not really informed about this thing you are saying right now. So I want you to throw more light on the issue. So I will actually know where to pitch our tent and where we are talking from.
Okay, the young Nigerians now, you can see 15 years old will tell you, I have a boyfriend, I have a girlfriend. You see 16 years old, already driving cars worth millions, going to club, taking big bodies according to them, and doing some certain things that me and you know say normal, not correct.
Wrong.
Church will not teach
God.
us this. Even the
Mm.
society, moral ethics did not teach us this.
Mm.
Are you not trying to say those people, those children that just left their family so early and that are exposed to these things? Is it that the end time is coming, the devil is winning, like I said before? Or probably we should blame the parents, or the secondary school they went to, or the society, or things around them?
Okay. We cannot
We
blame
cannot.
their parents totally. That's why I said in the beginning also that we should treat life more spiritual than physical. But then the parents have um they have a bigger role to play in the lives of these children. Because you see this 15-year-old boy getting money, driving cars, taking big bodies, like you said, is a function of
Parenting.
mis or wrong parenting. Because these boys, most times, I'm not on their side. I'm taking this thing from a two-way side. If they actually have what they need from their parents and they got the right orientation that they need from their parents, I feel all this would not have happened if they have been directed and showed the ways of the Lord, like I said in the beginning, and they know that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. They would not go in this direction we are talking about. Just imagine a mother mounting pressure on the 15-year-old boy. We have nothing at home to eat. And this boy is in school, he's not working. Where do you expect this boy to get this money from? Now, from the part of the parents, it is misparenting. You understand? It is a failure on the part of the parents applying pressure or mounting pressure on these children. Do you get? So when a boy starts sitting and he's thinking, is he going to do a salary job to earn him 60,000 that cannot even take care of his own needs? So going into frauding and going into illicit practices will not be the topmost option for him. You get? So I feel on the part of the parents, they missed it. So when the parents misses it, it takes time and it will only take the grace of God to put those children back on track. I have met so many of them, even in school where I am now. I have talked to so many of them that will be like, yeah, you know, go understand. That's what they'll keep saying. They'll be like, you will not understand. I have a friend in the University of Benin that is schooling in Uniben that is working for himself. He does fraud. I have told him most times and I've let him know the dangers of what he's involving himself in. But then when we are speaking humanly, this boy will have to return money back home. He will have to take care of his sisters. He will have to take care of his mom. He will have to pay his school fees. He will eat and buy materials and do cost registration and do a lot of things. So where do we let or where do we expect these children to get this money from? Or is it a girl that the mother is telling at your age? See wetin Nkechi dey do for im mama. Nkechi buy wrapper for im mama for Christmas, he buy rice. So where do you expect that kind of girl to get that money from when she's not doing anything of her own? She will definitely want to end up with some of these guys that are frauding that definitely has the control of wealth and money at a very young age. You get? So, on the part of the parents, I feel that they need to do a lot, and the responsibility is
Their
more.
hands up.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let's talk about the university life that we're talking about now. Okay. Most of these people, you said they need to buy material, they need to eat, they need to pay school fees, they need to do some certain things. Beautiful. Um, a child that got admission in 100 level, whereby school fees was 60,000. Currently now, school fees is about 100 and something thousand, and the parents have no money to further the education. The child will have to drop out, right?
Yeah.
Now, the child now sees an alternative to get money.
Mm.
And we're not trying to say, okay, even the government or the society at large has also failed in playing
Mm.
their own part.
Exactly. For real.
So we can say the society has played their own part.
Mm.
All right. So from your own perspective now, people are still giving birth every day. Where do you think, or how do you think we can correct these mistakes from scratch? Let's say now wetin pikin take grow. If you old, you no go leave am.
Mm.
So how you feel say we fit take correct these things?
As the Bible said in the book of Ephesians,
Mm.
train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. You get? So I feel when these children are being trained in the ways of the Lord, they know by default. You understand? It's by default. It's not what they need to be reminded of every time. They know by default the difference between good and bad. Not really about knowing the difference between good and bad, but actually taking the right decision at that point. Do you get? When we get to that crossroad and we get to that point when it seems like we really do not know what to do, but the part that you have been trained in, you can now then make your decision as regards what your parents have trained you for. Do you get? That's what I'm talking about. So I feel the parents here must play a major role. The family has a role to play. The school has the role to play. Neighbors have their role to play in a child as well as the church. But then the parents have a bigger responsibility to play in the lives of the child as regards providing for their needs spiritually, most essentially. physically, morally, emotionally, and otherwise. Because I even got to discover, I've talked with many ladies recently, and I got to discover that this issue of sex education, as a matter of fact, is almost something that they don't get from their parents. So what if it now happens that they get it from a wrong source or from a friend who has gone wild? We can now see that there's really no hope for these girl children, or this girl child rather. So I feel their parents, both mommy and daddy, has a big role to play in the lives of these children, and it will determine the way their life in maturity, or in poverty rather, or in adulthood will take shape.
Okay, and beautiful. I like what you said, parents. Okay, the parents have done their part. They have, but one thing you should know, according to MC Edo Pikin, he said while you are training your child offline, the devils are online
Very
waiting to erase what you have raised.
mm,
Do you get?
yeah.
Now, this child, don't they give am this go to church, he come online and the next thing he sees is 16 years old boy sleeping with 33 years old aunty, he was
Mm,
smashing kpan kpan
God
the
forbid.
boy you
God
understand?
forbid. Yeah.
If we want to watch the video,
Mm.
now the internet is wild. Okay, is there a way that even parents can search their children's phone? Because for me, I don't think I will open my phone for my parents to search, even if there's nothing bad in it.
Okay. Searching in children's phone, first of all, in the very first place, you and I know that it is not even enough way to put these children in check. Because we have a lot of abilities and functions on our phone. We can hide videos.
Hmm.
We can, there are a lot of things we can do on the phone that even when you pick it, even as a pro parent, your tech level is 100%. There's still some things you cannot access on that phone. And I feel for the social media issue, it all depends on the kind of things that we feed our hearts with. What are the kind of things that you watch? What are the kind of things that you take pleasure in? Those are the kind of FYPs you begin to get. When you open your TikTok, the kind of videos, the first video that appears defines you. You understand? Somebody like me, when I open it, I would just see somebody on a spoken word piece, or let's say a man of God giving an advice, or there are speaks, or lyrical high, or
Hmm.
something you get, or maybe a dancing video or something like that. But there are some persons that when their FYP opens, you begin to see all sorts of rubbish
Rubbish.
and immoral vices. You get
Meaning what you watch after a particular time, it tends to pop up more.
exactly
Wow.
what you search to will tend to pop up again. The last thing you searched was Pella and Jarvis. When you come online the next time, the first video you will see is
Bella.
Pella and Jarvis.
But mind you, I don't
Mm.
know if you have used Chrome or Phoenix browser.
Okay.
You can just be on WhatsApp and the next thing you just see,
Yes,
boom,
yes.
you
Those
just
are
see one
ads.
big yash.
Now, these are the devices of the devil, the devices of the Satan, his strategies and orchestrations that we are talking about. Now, these things are orchestrated to actually more of, should I say, what I want to say is that these vices we are talking about that's actually from the devil is meant to contaminate your mind so that your thought pattern will be shifted. It will bend your mind to start thinking in a way that you ought not to think, even while your parents have said this is the way you should do, or this is when your pastor have said this is how you should do, you should not do this, you should not do that. Now, these things are actually meant, that's why we call them temptations. That's why we call them temptations. They just come, they are distractions to distract you from your original purpose and your original line of belief. Now,
All right, you have done well. You have said well. And if you are out there, if you think there's still more to this topic, you believe there's something that we didn't touch, or you also have a suggestion also, you can drop it on the comment section. And if there's something you want us to deliberate on, you can also drop it on the comment section and we'll get to it. All right, thank you very much for joining us on this segment.
and also, if you want like to join Sammy the Talker on this segment, on this section, or on this show next week or some other time, you can also indicate and write your name and your location down on the comment section so that we'll book a date for you and also feature you on this show. Thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you for having me. And I want you to know that whatever you are finding yourself now, you should put it in the hands of the God, of the Lord, rather, because it is God that paves way for men. And this life is more spiritual than you think. So make sure you pray before you
All right,
begin.
ladies and gentlemen, God bless you.